Hi, welcome to another episode of B has zero time management skills. So this is Putting the B in BPD with me, your host, B. Sorry, I watch a lot of TikTok. I apologize that there wasn't a video last week. I don't have very good time management skills. My mum came to visit me from South Africa. I didn't make enough time to finish a video, and here we are. Hey guys, so this is Editing Bianca, and obviously if you guys are watching this, you will realize that it wasn't just a week missing, there's been a few weeks missing, so I do apologize for the lack of videos. I explain a little bit in my next video, which I will post also on the same day as this one goes out, but I am very thankful for everyone still watching. Okay, back to the show. But I do appreciate all the messages asking me where the video is, which means that you guys are watching and that you're expecting a video on Fridays, so thanks. That makes me so happy. Awesome. So obviously before we jump in, disclaimer, all my videos are my own personal experiences or research I have personally done into BPD. I'm just trying to get the information out there, get people to keep talking about mental illness, especially the not so commonly known ones like borderline personality disorder. Cool. So let's just jump on in. Today we will be talking about explosive anger. So when discussing traits of mental illness, and it kind of has the same vocabulary used in neurotypical culture, so the word angry can be used in a regular person's day that doesn't suffer from mental illness. It's difficult to then explain to that person the severity of that word when used in mental illness terms versus more neurotypical terms. So I'm not going to use the word angry today, I'm going to use the word
rage.
So explosive rage in BPD, which I feel has more of the same effect as the kind of anger that people experience when dealing with BPD. If you are someone who suffers from BPD, or you are in a relationship with someone or someone in your family, explosive rage is probably a trait that you've seen before, and maybe even a trait that has ended up destroying your relationship. This is usually because, and as I speak about it in most of my videos, when the trait is unmanaged. This is a very destructive one in the grand scheme of things. As mentioned in a previous video, which you can watch when you click on this link, we have to look at where these traits come from. Other than trauma, a lot of these BPD traits stem from the very unsure sense of self, as well as the constant feeling of just not being a good person. This feeling that they are deserving of bad things, or they are a bad person, so the way they react to the world is how a bad person would react. This one specifically is very closely tied to the unsure sense of self. And this is because the things we say, or the things we know, or the things we talk about, or the things we do is where we place our intrinsic value. So keep that in mind. When discussing explosive rage, these triggers, and I will always use the word trigger in the mental health term, not in the internet points term. These triggers can be anything from something tiny to something big, like disagreeing with your partner. It could be you doing something wrong in public, or it could be something that you did differently at work and your co-worker pointed it out to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something massive, but can also be something like losing your job, or getting in a car accident, something big as well. But we're more looking at the little things, because that is what makes this different to regular anger, because this is tied to an impulsive burst of energy, of rage, that comes from something that could, in the grand scheme of things, be seen as quite minor. Going back to the idea that people with BPD have intrinsic value in the things they do or say, or speak about, you think that this is the color royal blue, and I think it's the color teal. And that is my reality that I've grown up with. To you, you might have grown up with this being the color royal blue. And by the way, depending on my color gradient, I'm fairly sure this is just regular light blue. I don't know. I think this is the color teal. You tell me, no, you are wrong. That is the color royal blue. Now, because I have a very unstable sense of self and I put intrinsic value on what I know, by you telling me that this is not something that I know, you are, in my reality, at this point in time, attacking me. My core value as a human being, you are telling me that I am wrong. And I know what that sounds like. Illogical. But in that point in time, that is my whole reality. When you then attack me in this sense, it is as if you have stabbed a molten hot dagger straight through my heart. And it is an impulse urge that I can't control at all. So when that starts rolling, that's my new reality. I am now in a very heightened fight or flight mode, and oh my god, does it always turn out to be fight mode. You have now stabbed me in the heart, it is very painful, and I now have to retaliate. Because I'm in fight mode, I'm in survival mode, I need to make you feel as much pain as I am feeling right now. How that then plays out is a burst of anger, which turns into a very malicious burst of whatever comes out of their mouth. And usually, because you are the closest person to them, they probably know you very well, they will use that against you. Because they feel like they need to, because they feel like you attacked them in the same way. This could be anything from your appearance to something very close to you, or maybe even something that you shared with them in confidence. This can be used against you. And it is simply in that moment, that person with BPD feels like a wounded animal. And as you might know, any wounded wild animal will try and wound you right back. If you look at a jaguar, they'll go straight for the jugular. Not justifying any of these behaviors, it is simply helping you understand where this person is coming from, or where you are coming from. If you are watching these videos, you feel like you have these traits and you can go,
wow, I do that, I get it, let's go and try and manage it.
So when I talk about these traits and I tell you, oh, these are the dangerous traits or these are the manipulative traits, it's usually because they are unmanaged. All BPD traits are dangerous if unmanaged. They are also fine if managed. You can live a wonderful, healthy life with some hiccups in between when you manage your BPD. Unmanaged, however, you are in danger of destroying a lot of relationships and hurting yourself in the process. And it is obviously very unhealthy, and it is also unnecessary because you are able to manage it. So that is it for today's episode. I hope you learned something new. We'll definitely be going into more management techniques the longer the videos go on. There are some more traits that we're going to discuss though. I do thank each and every one of you that share my videos and like my videos. If you're new here though, press the subscribe button if you learned something in these videos. And if you're coming back, hey, hello, how's it going? Please press the like button. It helps get my video out there and beat the YouTube algorithm. But that's me. If you guys want any more videos to watch, obviously I've got some more on my channel. I'll link them here. And other than that, I will see you all next week. Bye.